when I was growing up, there was these things called CDs. Now, fast forward 2025, it's streams. How do artists get paid off of streams?
It's super minimal, but of course, once you're getting thousands or millions or hundreds of millions streams, it's gonna accumulate over time.
How old were you when Ariel Camacho passed away?
I think like 15, 16, if I'm not mistaken. Because he also did leave a big impact on the genre as well over the years.
Yeah, he did. What do you think separates average artists to superstars?
That's a good question.
You as a kid must have seen your dad behind the scenes, you know? Nobody knows your dad better than you, right? So it's like you've seen all the legwork and all the hard work that it takes.
Of course.
Did you feel some type of pressure when they were like, okay, mijo, you're up?
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
How's it going, my brother? How are you?
Good, man. Yourself?
Aquí andamos al 100. Young CEO right here, bro. What's up, man? How do you feel?
I've a lot of stuff, bro. To be honest, it's something, of course, that my dad had always planned for me to take over the company one day. But it feels great having somebody who trusts me, who believed in me since I was young. It just feels amazing, to be honest.
You as a kid must have seen your dad behind the scenes, you know? Nobody knows your dad better than you, right? So it's like you've seen all the legwork and all the hard work that it takes.
Of course.
Did you feel some type of pressure when they were like, okay, mijo, you're up?
To be honest, no, just because I've been working with my dad 9 years, working with them day to day. With the team for the last 9 years. So it's something that I feel like he was preparing me for so many years already. So I don't feel like I feel pressure, and I think even to this point, I know it's been like 2 weeks since the announcements already happened, but I feel normal. I feel fine, calm. I'm excited as well because it's a new chapter as well in my life.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, as a father, I think that's the dopest feeling.
You have kids?
Yes.
How many?
I have 3 kids, brother. One of them's like almost as old as you. Estoy viejo. But I think it would make me really proud for me to be like, son, here you go. Now, I created this.
Of course.
Now it's your turn to take it forward. Dude, it must be a really proud moment for your dad. You know what I mean?
Course.
Because, I mean, bro, he built... Dell Records, like in the early 2000s, like in 2008, 2010, and up to now, like it's been amazing, bro. So I'm sure that he's probably like, ahí te va, mijo. Now you're young. You have the younger mentality, and you are aware of these things that we call of this thing we call social media. So are you going to incorporate all these platforms into growing it even further, or like what's your plan? And I only say this because you guys are so young, and I'm like, man, you guys have the advantage because you're so familiar with these, you know?
Yeah, no, of course, like there's a lot of things we want to incorporate differently, and I know my dad, when he started the company, it was a lot different when he started, which you're talking about 17, 18 years ago. So
Estamos viejos.
Ay, también me siento viejo.
No, bro, you're like 26, bro.
Hey, bro, I've been working since I was 16, so being in this industry for so long te pone viejo rápido también.
Pero no te salen canas, compa.
You can't see it. They're in my beard, bro.
Shit.
They're gonna get sooner or later. I'm gonna get canas already. No, but yeah, like I said, it's an amazing transformation. And for us, I feel like, of course, like my dad when he started, it was a lot different. So we want to incorporate different things, especially, of course, using social media. We've been talking with the team to come up with different ideas. Just something out of the ordinary because, of course, we see a lot of people doing repetitive things. So we don't want to be, let's just say, we don't want to be the same people doing the same things as everybody else. We want to, of course, do something a little different. But besides that, over the years, what we're going to also start doing new, my dad did something called Canta con Deo years ago. So we're going to do something a little different. We actually did it where people are now able to send us music through a phone or email us, because before, like with Canta con Deo, when my dad started it, let's just say 10 years ago, people were send them music, but they'll play for my dad. They'll judge them and they'll give them a prize, whatever the prize was. I don't remember.
Okay.
I was like 16 at the time. But so now pretty much we've gotten over 5,000 entries. People just sending us their music, sending us compositions. So that's something that we're just always hearing and looking out for. So that's, you could say, one of the things. But besides that, of course, we want to take advantage of social media and different things, different events as well we want to do.
How do you determine how easy it is for you to spot talent?
You know what? Of course, I feel like I don't think it's that hard because there's a lot of people with talent. I just don't feel a lot of people don't have that team or are given that opportunity as well. I think there's a lot of talent anywhere. There's a lot of people who sing good or write good, have charisma. It's just pretty much seeing which one you think, and that's the one you take a chance or gamble at.
What do you think separates average artists to superstars?
Oh, that's a good question. And I think it's just the work ethic. I think that's one of the main things, because at the end of the day, you have all the talent in the world, but like there's a lot of artists I see have amazing work ethic, and you see where they're at. They don't stop. Like I see artists who are so talented, but they don't have work ethic, and you see people with the work ethic beat them by a long shot.
I think that separates winners from losers.
Yeah.
Like, how bad do you want it?
Of course.
Like, then again, I could just imagine, like, you know, in the position that you're in, everybody tells you what you want to hear. Like, oh, I want to make it. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then you give them a shot, and you're like, bro, but you're not putting in work. It's like, yeah, you could be talented, but you could have shitty habits. And sometimes I think, like, people say things, but their actions say otherwise. So I would have to agree with you. Like, hard work, dedication, and, you know, putting in the work.
Yeah, like for like people are always like my dad. He's always been the type of person to always like put so much effort into any project that he has. Like there's days where he's working 18 hours, 20 hours, but it's because of his work ethic. Like he doesn't stop. Like he sometimes will be the first one to go, like the last one to go to sleep, and the first one to text us, like in the group chat, because we have a group chat with some of the employees, and he's like, hey, what do you guys think about this or that, or hear this person out? Just his work ethic's always been incredible over the years. And besides the music, he has other businesses that he's also attending to. So like my dad's always been a workaholic.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Do you think you've seen him put in all that work, and that's something that you've seen him do it so much that that became your normal? Like,
Yeah,
all right,
of course.
I'm gonna work this much because I see my dad do it.
Yeah, and like I said, he's been an example for me. Like if I'm home and I'm just there doing nothing for a couple hours, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm being productive in my day. So it's like I want to do something, or just if it's going to gym, going to work, even on the weekend, like just doing something, because like for me, it's like losing a day. Not just, of course, sometimes you need it just to take a chill, take a break, but not constantly. Like it's always wanting to do something, be different. Like I said, I think that's something that my dad rubbed off on me a lot, because over the years it's always been like, hey, always following up on me going to work, stuff like that. And like I seen, like I said, my dad over the years. So it's like me, like I want to work every day. I sometimes would work Monday to Sunday. So it's just always constantly working.
That's dope. Do you want to invest in real estate but have no idea where to start? Go ahead and send us a text or give us a call at 323-352-7946, and let's discuss what's the best option for you. Now let's get back to the episode, baby. Do you think your dad here and there gives you some valuable like insight or some financial advice that he'd be like, mira, así vas a hacer esto? Like, does he give you that blueprint of like, okay, you're going to make X amount of money, but this is what you got to do with it? Because at the end of the day, making a lot of money is one thing and keeping it is another. And then learning how to reinvest it, that's another ball game.
Yeah.
So do you think he's giving you that right advice like throughout the years?
Yeah, of course. He's always said, pues nunca malgasta tu dinero. It's always invested. Like my dad, just recently, of course, he went a little out of hand buying certain cars and stuff. But prior to that, for let's just say 14 years, 15 years of working, let's just say especially in the music industry, que le iba bien, pues he wouldn't buy really that many exotics or nothing. It was always, hey, I'm going to reinvest in the company. I'm going to buy real estate, because he thinks more about generational wealth where it's going to grow. Like he's always like, I'm working not for you, I'm working for your kids right now. So it's like, that's pretty much my dad's always like, hey, you always got to reinvest your money. So, and that's something igual with me. He's like, hey, you need to reinvest, don't waste. Y pues I don't try to go out or spend.
Good. He did well. Well. I just think it amazes me that I like to talk to young people with this mindset. Like, but I think it has a lot to do with parents.
Of course.
And, you know, you had the right, you know, your dad is guiding you. And some kids listen and some don't, but you're listening. And I think that's very important, bro. Especially because you're 26. In this industry, there's a lot of distractions, a lot of money, a lot of women, etc. So it's like, do you tell yourself, like, all right, tunnel vision? Like, do you block out a lot of stuff, or how do you do that?
Yeah, and that's another thing you could say. My dad always say, hey, like, just to stay focused on the objective, because how you mentioned, there's a lot of drugs, there's parties, there's girls, there's so many things, but my dad's always was just always be focused, because at the end of the day, well, once you're not focused, it also reflects on your work ethic, on your results. It's just, like I said, for me, it's, yeah, of course, I'm not going to say I don't go out or party or whatever, but it's not something where I'm doing constantly. For me, I'd rather be home. I would rather be resting, spending time with my family. So that's something where, and like I said, I think that's something my dad also incorporated in us, where we're just always together. We'll go out to eat. We'll go spend the night at his house, even being 26 years old. But just always spending time or just being around each other.
You said you've been working since you were 16.
Yeah.
So then you've seen a lot of, so that means you've been at it since the beginning stages, right? So then you've got to encounter these big names, these big artists. Like, how was that experience as a 16-year-old, you know, being around these big-ass names?
You know what? I don't feel like I've ever been starstruck with the artists, even the artists at the time. I've always, of course, been a fan of the music growing up, you could say. Well, not growing up, but maybe, like, when I started, like, 12, 13, I started becoming a fan of the music. And, yeah, like, I was always around these big artists, being around my dad. But for me, I always see them just as normal people. Even to this day, I see big celebrities all the time, and I just feel like it's just a normal person, because at the end of the day, we're all normal people at the end of the day. Maybe some have more than others, but I think that's pretty much as much you could pretty much classify it as.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes we put these people on categories like, oh, like they're superhuman. Then you meet them, you're like, oh, this dude's just like me.
Yeah.
Like he's a human. Like, but I think we put, you know, especially like at a young age. You know, I could only speak for myself, but like we see these people, and then you meet them in person, you're like, oh well, shit, they're just regular people like me. Which artist left the biggest impression on you? That you'd be like, oh man, this guy's amazing. Even
As
from
a
like way
person?
back in the days.
As a person, I would say, of course, for me, I would just say as of right now, either Lenny or Ariel. Because Lenny, of course, has been with my dad 11 years, and you see, of course, everything Lenny has had with my dad over the years, loyalty, respect. And siempre ha sido agradecido también con nosotros. And vice versa, of course, we appreciate him. We see him as family, and I think that's very rare to see somebody be working with you for so long, especially right now in this day and age. After the contract's up, you see a lot of people leave, and they're just, of course, some people think it's not fair or whatever, but like I said, I think hablando se entiende la gente a veces, and I feel like a lot of people don't get to that point where they are able to discuss certain points and just to keep on moving forward and working with each other.
But emotions take over.
Yeah.
Emotions ruin business. Emotions ruin good relationships. And having people all up in your ear, saying shit that doesn't even concern them, like.
And that's something that, how you said, oh, it's always somebody in somebody's ear that fucks up everything. And it just,
absolutely, and
it happens all the time. But it is what it is. It's not gonna stop right now. It's not gonna stop in the future.
Well, I always say this: we can't control other people's actions, and they're gonna do what they gotta do, and they're gonna let themselves get influenced by others. But you have no control over that.
Of course,
you could only control what you could control, and you could control being the CEO and just running things like a business. And if they wanna sit down and hablar como gente de negocio, good. If not, then you can't just force them, you know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's the ugly side of the business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you prepared for that?
Yeah, like, to be honest, bro, I don't take nothing to heart. It's like how you say, it's a business.
Good.
Whoever wants to say something or do whatever they want to do, it's a business at the end of the day. Of course, I have a relationship with a lot of people in the industry, artists, etc. But at the end of the day, you just have to also treat it as business and not let your emotions get to you as well.
Controlling your emotions is by far one of the key components to being successful. Because I think, we're human. Sometimes we have an emotional response to things, but you have to control it, especially, in a high position. Like, it is what it is. Take things for what they are, and then make the best decision. But it seems like you're unbothered, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like you're gonna handle it pretty well, because you know what I mean. He has a poker face on. Like, I don't think this guy's gonna get rattled pretty quick. You know what I mean? Is it something that your dad taught you, or this is just how you are?
I feel like just more how I am, my persona as a person. Just everybody says I'm more nonchalant, just like.
Oh yes, you are. Let me tell you that, which is good though. You know what I mean? I think that's good in business.
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I don't let my emotions get to me. Of course, we're human. We're all gonna experience different emotions, but for me, I just try to pass it on. Like, it is what it is. You just move forward. You can't let it hold on to you, because if not, it's gonna affect you in the future of the business as well.
Very, very, very good answer. And I think controlling it is the key. But I don't think you're going to be bothered with certain things, man. How old were you when Ariel Camacho passed away?
I was, I think, like 15, 16, if I'm not mistaken.
How hard was that on the label?
It was hard because at the end of the day, it was he had just signed with, I don't think he had, let's just say, a year signed with us. And of course, he was pretty much living at the office for, I think, since he came in here with his visa in October of 2014, if I'm not mistaken. And he was pretty much living there with my dad for like 4, 5, 6 months. So I know my dad affected him a lot, because when you see somebody every day, of course, you're growing a relationship as a friend, as business as well. Of course, I think it affected all of us, especially me. Of course, I'll see him here and there at the office. So I think it affected, of course, just everybody who was around him, because he also did leave a big impact on the genre as well over the years.
Yeah, he did. I think he was about to just so young. He was what, like 22?
He was 22 and a half.
Bro. Being that young and you left that imprint with, oh man, it just sucks, man. It sucks. And that's why I was like, I don't think anybody has brought that up. I'm like, man, I seen I forgot, was it on Hulu that your dad came out? They interviewed a bunch of people from like the music industry, and Ariel Camacho started crying like when they brought him up. Yeah, and I was like, dang, he was so young, and look at the impact he had on these young people.
I think he was, of course, an inspiration for a lot of younger artists, and I feel like for a lot of people in the genre, because he also not created a fully new wave, because it was already a wave that already happened, but it was, I felt, revived the wave, and then he also added tuba, which a lot of people were using tuba. I think they're using bajo, if I'm not mistaken. So, of course, it changed a lot of styles of how a lot of people were playing as well, and like you said, it just left a major impact on the genre. I know a lot of artists, like even when I talk to artists who are hitting right now, or even starting up artists, a lot of people, my inspiration was Ariel, and it's great to see that, of course, we were a part of Ariel, and we were also able to see the impact he made in a lot of people's lives as well.
Yeah, I was surprised to see how many people really, thought so. I don't want to say surprised. I was just amazed. Like how many people were like, dude, Ariel. I'm like, oh, man. I think I was more surprised with the younger generation.
Yeah.
With the Natal Canos. And I think in that show, I forgot who else came out. And they brought him up, too. And I'm like, oh, shit. That's dope. I mean, it sucks. He had what happened. But, may he rest in peace.
Yeah.
So, where do you want to take this? where does Andrew want to take Dell Records? Because now it's Andrew's the big dog right now. So it's like, where do you want to take this?
For me, of course, I want to take this to the next level. I know my dad left a major impact in the genre for the last 17 years, and of course, it's big shoes to fill. Because not a lot of people could say he did what he did in his 17 years.
That's a fact.
So, of course, my goal and vision is to take the label to another, to take it to another level. And of course, like you said, it's not easy, but I think I'm capable of. Like, my dad's been prepping me for 17 years, learning from a lot of things he did good, a lot of things that he did that wasn't so good in the business. And we just take everything, of course, as a learning experience. So I feel like that's an advantage for me of 17 years of his experience to use it in my benefit to push the label to another level.
Is there any times where you're like, oh, man, because he is your dad at the end of the day. So it's like the dad and the boss. So it's like sometimes you feel like, oh, shit, like, damn, like, who do I talk to my dad or to the, he was, well, now technically you're the boss, but like, do you like feel a little bit nervous sometimes to bring in certain ideas to him or stuff like that?
No, not really. Because I've always like bring ideas to his attention, even over the years. Sometimes he'll listen, sometimes not. But it is what it is.
That's what we older people do. We're stubborn, bro. Because me and your dad are around the same age.
Yeah.
So we're really stubborn.
Yeah, but no, to be honest, I think more in the last year he's giving me more liberty to do pretty much whatever I want, or of course, but the good thing, we always share our ideas off of each other. So he'll be like, hey, what do you think? Or I'll be like, hey, what do you think about this? And we'll just pretty much piggyback off what each other think, and then we'll just bring up to the team and just go from there. So we've always had a good relationship, especially business. We rarely argue or fight when it comes to business. I'm not going to say no, never. But we rarely.
If you would say never, I'll be like, I think he's lying. Because, damn well, like, I clash heads with my dad all the time. So, but who do you think, where do you think Mexican music is at right now? There's a lot happening, so like, where do you see the Mexican music going?
I still think it's gonna go up from here. I know I could just see it as like a little minor setback, but I don't think it's anything where the music genre is gonna just let's just say go 100 miles down per hour. I think right now it's just a little minor setback with everything happening, but the genre, if you look at what it did in the last 2 to 3 years, it's something that we've never seen before. And I feel like, of course, it's a little setback right now, but I think the genre still has a lot more to push forward, especially because we always see newer artists are always just going to get bigger and bigger in this genre especially. So I feel like the genre still has a lot more to grow and be more expand to worldwide.
Are you referring to the minor setback to people getting their visas revoked and stuff like that? Or what are you referring to?
Yeah, you could say people not being able to come over here perform, especially with everything going on besides the visa process. I just feel like it's just a little minor setback, but of course, right. I feel like the genre still has a lot more to prove, and I feel like it's still gonna keep on growing. I
trip out on that though. Like, they just have the right to revoke people's stuff like that. Sometimes I'm like, what the? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but it's like, yeah, we don't want to get into that topic though. Once I start getting into that, it's like, well, I'm gonna have to bring up Mexico, and I don't want to. I don't want to talk about Shane Baum. No. But it sucks. But I think it's just, some turbulence. Every business has this.
Of course.
And I just think, I think Mexican music is just global at this point. It's not just the U.S. It's not just Mexico.
No, well, right now you see artists touring in Europe. You're seeing them go more to Central America, South America. And it's something, of course, maybe you would see here and there years ago, but now you see many more artists doing it.
Who do you think opened those doors for that to be possible?
You could go back from 70 years ago. You could go from Recodo, Tucane, Los Tigres, you could go to Ariel, Gerardo, and then recently, of course, MS, Nodal, Peso, Fuerza, Nata. It's just so many artists that you could say just started paving the way little by little for every artist to come up.
And especially now that like Peso Pluma and all these other artists are dabbling into like reggaeton and stuff like that. That just opens even up more doors, right?
Of course.
I trip out on that. I'm like, oh man, now it's becoming way bigger.
Yeah, I think of course the genre I feel has grown a lot in the last 10 years because you started seeing more collabs outside of the genre, where of course I feel one of the biggest major ones that happened was Bad Bunny and Nata, which I think opened up a lot of doors as well. And just for the whole genre, now you see a lot of rappers collabing with us, country singers collabing as well. So it's great for the genre, and I feel like I said, I don't think the genre's going to stop here. I think it's going to keep on expanding, keep on moving forward.
I agree, and I agree with you 1,000%. I think that Bad Bunny, Natal Cano collab, that opened a lot of doors, huh?
Yeah. And then Bad Bunny, if you really think about it, I think it was in 2018, 2019. He was a burly about to step into his prime, and look what he was one of the first ones that opened the doors to the genre. And look at where he's at right now as well. He's, I think, one of the biggest artists, if not the biggest artist in the world.
That guy's about to perform at the Super Bowl, bro. It's crazy. Oh, man. That's a big stage, you know? So I know some people don't like it, but Bad Bunny is Bad Bunny. You know, he has some good music. I mean, he's opened a lot of doors for our people, so it is what it is. But how do you I think I asked you this before, but like, how do you guys select? Like, do you guys dive in? Like, when you find somebody that has a lot of talent, like, do you guys just go dive in and try to sign them? Like, what's that process? Like, when you identify, like, this could be the next Ariel. Like, how do you guys pursue that?
There's, of course, many factors into it. I feel like, of course, we're looking at a lot of different things into the artist. We want to hear if they write, if they write. We want to see how their socials are. Of course, if they sound good as well, and then just to see what their style is also. But like I said, those are some factors, and we just, of course, we don't like signing anybody who just comes crosses our path. We like to pick and choose and be selective of who we want to bring onto the label, because at the end of the day, it's a big responsibility. You're giving them your trust, your effort, time and money as well.
It's the same money, you know?
So, like you said, we just pick and choose what artists we want to sign and just go from there. But we've always been pretty selective of who we want to choose and don't choose.
You said something very important. You said we take a look at their socials. So their following and their influence on social media also plays a big factor.
And also if they're active, because at the end of the day, social media right now is the biggest marketing tool you could have. It reaches anywhere worldwide. So we like to see their socials a lot. And at the end of the day, the artist has to promote themselves. And you could say it's free marketing at the end of the day, where you don't have to spend before, where you have to spend for television, for this, for that. Now it's more just, hey, you could put up a song on Instagram or TikTok and it could blow up, and you could get a lot of traction, create your fan base like that as well.
I know a lot of artists nowadays want to be independent. Like, what are the benefits of belonging to a label?
I see there's, of course, downside or good side in both ways.
There's pros and cons in both, right?
Correct. There's pros and cons. Of course, with the label, you have the team, the infrastructure. You have somebody to invest in your project. And if you want to be independent, which I know a lot of people are choosing to be independent right now, and being independent, well, you have to create your own team. You're going to have to be the one to invest in your own project. So there's pros and cons in both. But
I mean, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm like, what are I don't think people understand how hard it is, right? As an independent artist to blow up.
You know what? I don't think it's hard compared to, let's just say, 15 years ago to blow up independently, because, like I said, on social media, you could put one song and blow up. But the thing is, what's after that? You need a team. You need somebody to still help manage you, guide you to see what you're going to end up doing. But there's artists that have blown up all the time by themselves, but sometimes you see them hitting right now, and then in a year, where are they to be found? But it's because they don't have a team, they don't have an infrastructure.
That's a good point. I don't think they focus on the future. They focus on the now.
Yeah.
But I think it has a lot to do with with them being young and not knowing the business aspects of things.
Yeah.
Because I see the benefits of, being part of a label. Like, I don't have to worry about all the legwork.
Yeah.
It's been done. It's been proven. But I think it boils down to money, right?
Yeah,
they're like, oh, no, well, they're going to take this. Well, they are investing all this money up front. So it's only makes logical sense that this is business.
Yeah, and besides that, of course, if you invest, it doesn't guarantee we're going to make it back. So sometimes you could be taking a loss, but that's at your own risk as well. So,
but when do you guys know, like, all right, this one right here, like we're gonna really double down on him?
Of course, like all the aspects I mentioned to you, but even when you double down on artists, sometimes it doesn't work.
Damn.
So, like I said, you're just risk. Anybody you sign, it's at your own risk. They could hit, they could not hit. Like you said, you could double down on it, and it could be the same result where they don't do much. So it just really depends. Because I feel like at the end of the day, the people are the ones that choose who's gonna be there or not. Like I said, you can invest as much as you want, but the people at the end of the day are going to be the ones to choose who's going to be the next one up.
You're right. I agree with you.
I have a question. How important is it to have like representation as an independent artist, or like, because like you said, some independent artists they hit 1 year and then they don't have representation
And they fall.
You know, like having that representation, like you guys, like can really amplify your opportunities, or at least keep you relevant for longer than a year, or what?
I don't think. I just feel like, of course, having that, you could say, infrastructure behind you, because like you said, they do all the legwork already.
Yeah.
They've been in the industry for 17 years, or us 17 years, but there's people that have been here longer, shorter time, but they already know all the platforms. They already have marketing plans. They already been doing the legwork, like you said, for years. Instead of artists that barely blows up, sometimes they don't know what's next, what to do next. But of course, there's some that are smart, son pilas, and they're able to see what's next as well.
But it's hard to see that, though, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not hard. It's rare to see an independent artist just blow up, and then people forget that blowing up is one thing and staying on top is another.
Yeah, and the hardest part is to maintain, I feel.
Yeah. I think to me, if I was an artist, I wouldn't want somebody that's been there, done that. And I don't mind giving up a cut, you know?
Yeah, but you're a businessman too, so you kind of already know, and you've been
Exactly.
So you already kind of know what to expect and what to do. But of course, there's people that don't want to give up that much for the pie, but it's understandable as well. They want to keep the most for themselves.
I understand, but people need to look at the big picture.
Of course.
But you're also right. Like, being independent is easier now because of social media. But okay, you could blow up, but it's like you have to understand the business side of things. You know what I mean? And I think the independent artists do need to do a little bit more research and, weigh the pros and cons. And sometimes it's better to be with somebody that already done it.
Yeah, of course.
But
like you said, if you blow up as independently as well, if you're able to build a team around you, I don't think, of course, you need to really sign with the label.
Because
as well.
even when you do sign with a label, everything's negotiable, right? Like they could own the rights to their music, their licensing, and they could structure it that way, right?
Of course, yeah. At the end of the day, everything's negotiable, but it has to benefit both sides, not just everything be one-sided as well. I think, of course, once the artist is blown up, I feel like, of course, they have more rights to, because now money's guaranteed going to come in, so of course, like us, let's just say on our part, we don't mind giving up more because, we know we don't have to. Yes, we still have to invest, but at least we know we're going to get something guaranteed back.
Yeah.
When you're starting off, you don't know if that's going to come back. You could make a lot of money or you could lose everything. So it's like, you're risky. Right.
And I think in business in general, not just in the music industry, people are super one-sided. Like, no, bro, this has to be a two-way street. You bring something, we bring something, and we all eat. Like, everybody get the special of the year, and they want to fucking, like, you want them to do X, Y, and Z, but you still want to retain the most money. It's like, all right, it has to be a two-way street, and there has to be an understanding.
Yeah, where I think it's fair on both sides, and both sides are happy, because at the end of the day, if both sides are happy, and they just say, you guys are not just working for the first term of the contract. If you guys want to renegotiate in the future, keep on working together.
You know what? The hardest thing that I have understanding with the music industry right now. When I was growing up, there was these things called CDs.
Outdated.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way you would listen. You would listen to these people, and you would go buy the physical CD and put it in a CD player. Go Google it. Those of you that don't know what it is. And that was my understanding of how artists would make money. Okay. Now, fast forward 2025, it's streams. Like, I still don't understand how that works. Like, how do artists get paid off of streams? Isn't it very minimal?
Yeah, it's super minimal, but of course, once you're getting thousands or millions or hundreds of million streams, it's gonna accumulate over time. And there's multiple platforms. There's YouTube, there's Spotify, there's Apple Music. It's just not like a CD before. That's the only place you were gonna receive your income. But now, since you have so many platforms, of course, everything just accumulates over time. So that's pretty much how, of course, most artists get paid right now.
And independent artists, they get paid like that too. Then
Yeah, same way.
But you have to get like billions of streams to make.
Not
really? I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking out loud right now, like, because I had no idea. You know. So,
yeah.
but
of course, if you win billions of streams, you make good money. But
yeah,
you'll be fine with hundreds of millions of streams as well.
Nah, we'll settle for a couple. You know. So, what are the not so glamorous things about the business? Like when it comes to dealing with people, because I know in my business, dealing with people is hard, brother.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It's because everybody, I feel, has different personalities, different personas. Of course, I feel like everybody's different, and I feel in the music industry, you're dealing with so many people, good and bad, real and fake. So you just have to kind of learn to see who's gonna be there as an ally, and not. I want to say as a bad person, but of course, just amigo de lejos también.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a lot of those.
Yeah.
Stay over there. We're cool, but stay your ass over there. I think now that I'm more in the entertainment space, band sound. I'm starting to see that, and I don't like that. You know, I'm like, wait a second. What? Like, I'm not used to certain things, but I understand what you're saying, and I'm just like, why can't we just all get along and make money together?
Yeah.
You know, but I guess it's not the case. You know, in certain, but I think yeah. So I go back and I think about like all the business side of the music industry, and I have all these crazy questions on how they make money and stuff like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, the music business is just like any other business. You have to make money. The artist has to make money, and so do you guys.
Yeah, it's a business. We're all here to make money at the end of the day. But
exactly.
It just, like you said, just dealing, I feel like, with so many people, it just sometimes becomes a little bit of a headache, especially over time.
But I think you've been groomed to deal with
Yeah.
Because I think you've seen your dad deal with certain things, and now you know how to pivot and deal with certain scenarios.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, dude, you're 26. I mean, you've been doing this for quite some time now. You've seen and you learned from one of the best. So
yeah,
I think you're prepared for all that.
No, and besides that, of course, working with the artists day to day, with the team day to day. So it's been a long process, but at least I was able to learn from either the artist, from my dad, from all the employees. I always try to learn something from everybody that crosses my path. So good or bad, I think at the end of the day, you're just here learning all the time.
So then you're at the office daily?
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn, so then that's it. You're full-on CEO.
Yeah. No, I've been at the office daily for years already.
Even before?
Yeah.
Okay. And what are some of the things that you feel are the most challenging, that you feel like, oh, man, now that I'm wearing this hat that says CEO, these are some of the challenges that are challenging. You know?
Yeah, I just feel like it's going to be more eyes on me, because before I used to be always in, you could say, in the back of the room doing the work, which I preferred.
But not no more because he's been on like 5 podcasts.
Yeah, but now, like I said, of course, now everybody's going to be watching your certain moves, what you do good, what you do bad. I think that's going to be the most challenging part for me. Because, of course, like we have still great artists. We have a lot of artists in development as well, which I think have a lot of potential. So, but other than that, like I said, I think for me, just more everybody's going to be watching. Was he doing bad? Was he doing good? Especially since now this is something new that's going to be coming up as well.
Are you ready for some of the challenges that social media brings? Because remember, social media has a lot of, for lack of better words, a lot of idiots on there, you know? And I think once you start putting yourself out there, it comes with a lot of fucking, trust me. You know? Like,
to be honest, bro, I don't even look at like none of the comments. Nothing.
Good. I'm starting to do that again. I'm like, post and ghost. I'm on those.
Yeah. No, I don't look at nothing. I just post, go. It's because at the end of the day, like you said, there's a lot of course, you have a lot of people are going to be supporting you, but then you have a lot of negative people too that are going to hablar puros pendejadas at the end of the day. So it's just like, of course, we're all people. We're human. We're going to experience those feelings. So I'd rather just not even look at them and just post, go, and just move forward.
Don't focus on the business aspect.
Yeah, of course.
Social media is a tool, but don't give it any power. Because let me tell you, I said this to JT the other day. I was like, we all know one idiot in our life that we could be like, that guy is a moron, right? Now, multiply that by 30 million. Now, all those have an Instagram account. So now if you think he's an idiot in person, imagine what he's going to do with those fingers on social media.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You know, you can't focus on the important things. Putting the record label on top, making it better, being an asset to it, bringing in great artists, and everything else is going to do what it does, man. You know, you're young, but I think your dad did a great job, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're for a 26-year-old, you're really mature, man. and you have the poker face, bro.
I feel I had to mature pretty fast just because, like me, growing up, I would always, of course, help my dad and my mom raise my siblings because it's 7 of us. So it's a lot.
Man, no way.
Yeah, it's a lot of us. So, of course, I had to mature fast and helping my mom with my siblings because my dad was always working. So, but it's like, of course, when you're a kid, you're like, oh, why isn't he here, this and that. But growing up, you understand all the sacrifices he had to do. And like now I see him spending more time with my siblings because now he has the liberty and that he has a team, the infrastructure to, hey, we could go handle it. You could now spend time with your family and stuff like that. So I feel like I had to mature fast in that way. And besides that, of course, help my dad also at work. So that's why I feel like I kind of had to mature a little faster than usual, than most people.
What are 3 things that your dad has told you that you hold dear to your heart? Like in terms of business, like, mijo, this is what you do. This is how you do it. Is there anything that you could pinpoint?
Like more como consejos?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
Okay. To
kind of put him on the spot, huh?
Shoot. There's a lot. I think, of course, not to just say. I don't know why my mind went blank.
Or just one, like not even 3. Like un consejo que te haya dado, like that. It's like, all right, it resonates with me, and I'm gonna stick with that.
Of course, just to not. I feel not to let a lot of people in your circle because at the end of the day, there's a lot of fake people. There's a lot of people are there for los malas intenciones. That I could say is one, and I think it's one I mentioned to earlier that, of course, the industry has a lot of negative things. So just to never let your mind from your never let yourself get away from the objective.
Yeah. I think the first one is key.
Yeah.
You're going to be in this position, and there is people that that have the wrong intentions, brother. So keep your circle nice and tight. And you can't let anybody just in like that. Shit, we just had a meeting about it. I'm like, bro, like, I'm just like on some other shit right now. Like, it has to be, the circle has to be small, and you have to protect yourself at all costs because you're a good person, but unfortunately, the world is full of a lot of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry for saying it like that, but it's just what it is. So protect it, and keep your circle small, man, and keep going. Don't stop. Like whatever you do, you have the best support system there. Your pops.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that if, you feel stressed out one day or whatever, you could just call him and be like, "Hey, this is what's going on," and he's gonna be able to guide you. And that should always be your go-to. Like your pops. I think so. What artists do you like? What artists are you guys focusing on right now? Like, who's on the label?
I think we have a good amount of artists. We have, of course, still Lenny, Panchito, Yair, that's been in the label for quite some time already. And then we have a lot of new artists in development. Sucesión M, we have with the Edgar, Emmanuel, Cuerno. And then we're constantly still signing newer artists. So I feel a lot of our artists are now more in development. That like I said, I feel like have a ton of potential. So it's just more having them also put in the effort as well, just to keep on pushing themselves.
And when you guys do it an artist that doesn't write, like you guys have to get somebody that writes all his songs for him, and he just has the voice. That's just a personal question now. Yeah. I'm just like, I wonder how that works. Like, yeah, this guy is really talented and he could sing, but he can't write. So it's like you have to get somebody to.
Of course, we do either in-house writing camps, or we also ask composers that we know that we've been working with for so long. They send the songs and we hear them out. We send them to the artists to see if they like it. And then from there, they'll record it. Or now we'll just pretty much that's how we choose or select songs for artists who don't write.
Okay. So when somebody does that, they get a cut? Or do they get some type of publishing because they wrote the song? Or do they sell the song?
You could work it however you want. It's just whatever comes between the composer, the artist, and the label. Okay. But there's multiple ways you could work it. Like you said, everything's negotiable at the end of the day.
All right, that's just really me, JR, just being like curious, because I'm like, if such and such wrote the song, but this guy blew it up, like this guy has to be getting some money.
Yeah.
Like I wonder how that works. No,
of course. Like I said, if they agree to certain percentages, whatever, then yeah, the writer will make money as well. At the end of the day, like I said, we're all here to make money. We're all here to also have that relationship long term where we're always working with each other as well.
Okay. And do you guys have like concerts, but with the whole entire label? Like it'll be like multiple artists from like the label?
We do here and there, but it's nothing. I feel like right now a lot of people rather just go to either theater, arena, or see one artist. Because I know it was bigger back then where you would do a show with 10 artists, 8 artists. My dad used to do it a lot often before when he would do big tours back in the day, like 10 years. I say back in the day, like it was a long time. But like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, he would do like big tours with multiple artists. But I feel like a lot of people rather just go see one artist, pay a little bit extra money, but at least you get to see your favorite artist for seeing longer durations. But yeah, we do it. But besides that, I feel like, we still do it here and there, but not as often as before.
Because I see a lot of these artists selling out these arenas. And I'm like, man, that's crazy. Like, I went to the Peso Pluma one like 2 years ago when he sold out the Honda. I'm like, oh, man, this is crazy. Like, so I'm like, I wonder if there's like labels that do a bunch of artists,
Yeah. I feel like when it comes to arenas, it doesn't really work that because of course, you have to be up at a certain time. You have to get off at a certain time. So you don't have that much time to play for so long. I think when you do bailes, or let's just say here locally, a lot of people go to Pico and they do 8 artists, but at least every artist could play an hour, hour and a half. If you do 8 artists in an arena, you're playing 10 minutes, 15 minutes each artist. So
you don't really get to enjoy that one artist because it's like, all right, vámonos.
And then some people just want to go see one artist. So it's like some people rather just pay a little extra, see one artist than to see 8 or 10 of them.
All right, that's cool. I would want to go to your guys, like, the next time you guys have a concert. I'm a little bit old. I'm still down. Are you down?
Down.
Cuenta
con eso.
I don't want to go. feel young again and support.
You're still young.
Bro, I'm going to be 42. Don't tell nobody. But I feel young. I mean, no gray hair yet. No, I'm lying. There's some right here. Shit. I'm sure you're enjoying this dope-ass episode. I mean, you made it this far, so you might as well hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Now, let's get back to the episode, baby.
Who's an artist that you're excited to be working with, or that you maybe want to, that you guys are like, fuck, this is our next artist? Can you even talk about that?
Yeah, I feel like we have a couple that we recently signed to. Yeah, we could talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it then. Let's
like who you're excited to work with, or like.
Or you think we could not talk about? Because I don't want to feel.
No, bro, you don't have to.
No, yeah.
Because I don't want to. Because thinking about it right now, I don't want to hear no favoritism on which artists come.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, all the artists are like
right.
celosos or jealous. Like, when you put attention to one artist more than another, you like one artist. It's like,
well, they're like children sometimes. Like, he didn't mention me. Well, like, you didn't come to mind. We're sorry.
The thing is that they are children because they're like 18, 19.
No, and you know what's funny, bro? I know. It's funny because, like, sometimes, like, right now, since I'm already getting older. Because, like I said, when I started, everybody was older than me. So now I'm like, fuck, I'm already older than all these artists. We're even hiring people older than me, too. So, I'm like,
all right, so I got a better question. How has your life changed, bro, since now, like, you have a firm, like, a position, and, like, has it changed drastically, or are you still doing you, or, like, because I'm assuming you have to move differently now, bro, right?
How has the CEO label of you running Del Records changed your life?
to be honest, I don't feel like it's really changed my life much. I think when it comes to work, it's kind of similar to what I was already doing. I just feel right now I have a lot more liberty to make more decisions.
But
other than that, like how I know how you mentioned how I move or how it's pretty much the same. I have always somebody with me, driving me. So that's pretty much, like I said, I don't think it's really changed much since that announcement became official.
So you don't drive?
Here and there, not really.
That's how you know you made it. That's how you know you made it. Yeah, well, I don't really drive, so.
Like the president.
Bro, how is that? Like, to be like, well, vámonos, you know? And then like, tú atrás en tu teléfono, doing your thing. It must feel dope, right?
Yeah, well.
But it's earned.
Yeah.
It's not like it was, you earned it.
Yeah, no, it's something, of course, that it's been like that for a couple of years already. Like before, and I think it's better also because, I live almost an hour from the office, so it's like when it comes to driving, traffic, this and that, and I have to answer a call, a message, or whatever. So I can also say it helps out a lot because I have those extra, let's just say 2 hours, either calling somebody, emailing, messaging them as well. So I think that also helps out a little bit.
Damn, that is so true. Yeah. You know why? Because I don't have a driver. And sometimes I had to pull over.
Yeah.
Like, this is important. I had to, But I don't think I would get a driver because I get motion sickness.
Yeah,
yes. Don't get old, bro. I'm telling you. I'm warning you. But it would be kind of nice to be like, in the back, just sending emails, answering stuff. But yeah, it's so I've heard you have all these cars, so that means means you just,
No, those we drive.
Okay, I'm about to say, like, so what do you do with all those cars? Because I'm in need of one. Nah, just kidding. Nah.
No, those we drive is more, of course, I think it's more during the week where I usually don't drive, but those are like your weekend car where you go out to eat or to wherever you want to go.
Yeah. And I also heard that you like watches. Which is your favorite watch?
I liked a lot AP. I think that's probably one of my favorite brands.
Yeah. Okay, sí sabe.
Yeah.
that was testing you, bro, without telling you.
Yeah, AP or Protect. I like Rolex, but I think AP is probably the brand I like the most. Just looks-wise, wear-wise. I think for me, it's my favorite one.
Yeah. I think that's my next one. I like Hublots, even though some people don't like them. I like sporty watches.
Yeah.
Because I wear a lot of sporty stuff.
Okay.
So it can't be so like a formal watch. Like it has to have some type of, sporty feel to it. And I feel, those are the ones that I like. And that's why the APs are, I like the APs.
Yeah.
The shits are dope.
Well, I feel like Huplos are nice too. I think cada quien tiene su
Certain ones.
gusto.
Yeah.
Certain.
Certain.
Well, I think it's in any brand, certain looks wise, how the especially model is.
Yeah.
But like I said, cada quien tiene su gusto. If somebody likes Huplo, well, everybody has their own taste. So
Yeah, because there's some Hublos that I'm like, oh, hell no, I wouldn't wear that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be a particular one. And even with Rolex, it has to be a particular one. You know? Like,
Can't have the Submariner.
well, the Submariner is more of the entry-level Rolex. And I think it's a beauty. But I think the bezel, the face is too small for me.
yeah.
So, yeah, it depends, you know?
I think
but,
for me, the Daytona, I think that for me, it's one of my favorite ones. I like.
oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have the Sea Dweller, which is the all silver one. The all stainless steel, but it has a bigger face.
Okay.
So I think it's a 41.
Okay.
I'm a big dude.
Yeah.
So, but it's nice. I think is there any, do you feel like, all right, after I reach a milestone, you start rewarding yourself? Or just because you got it like that, you're going to just go spend on the weekend?
No.
Well, depends.
No.
Oh, he said, well, fuck it, it's Tuesday. Like, I'm going to let you answer.
No, I think you could say it's a mixture of both.
Okay.
Of course, I think once you do certain milestones, of course, I think it's good to reward yourself here and there. And then if you like it, and might as well get it too.
All right.
But it just depends. Not like, like I said, I don't go try to my gastar dinero because, like I said, my dad's always like, hey, just might as well invest it this and that. Or watches also could be good investments. Just also picking what timepiece is right, and especially if you're getting from an AD and not the secondary market. So everything just depends as well. But I try to not malgastar, like I said.
Well, speaking of, we were having a conversation over here before we came in here about real estate. It's very important, brother. And I think you being at such a young age and having the conversation with me that we were having is very important. It's like, brother, like you're making a lot of money, but you guys are dabbling into real estate, new construction, all that. That's super dope.
Yeah, no, and that's something where my dad's always had his mind on his real estate because construction was actually one of the first businesses he had. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. He was in the construction,
shit.
like,
okay.
thing going on. Yeah, like, and I think he started in construction before I was born, but where he had his own business construction. It was 6, 7, 8 years ago. So that's where he first started. So he's always had a passion for real estate, for construction, creating new buildings.
Okay.
So that's where, like I said, his love came in construction. So his goal is just to keep reinvesting in real estate. It's his major thing.
Smart. This is where I think a lot of artists and a lot of people that are making a lot of money fail. Because, they make a lot of money, but they don't know what to do with that money.
Yeah.
And it's like they feel like, okay, well, easy come, easy go, right?
Yeah.
It's like, but when it goes, like nothing guarantees that you're going to make it back.
Or make it for so many years.
You know, exactly. So I think it's very important that these young artists educate themselves.
Yeah.
And then have people like you guys telling them like, hey, okay, you made that much money, then what are you doing with it?
Yeah, of course.
And that's why I think a lot of people in this industry are all the way up and then go all the way down. Because they make a shit tons of money, but they go spend shit tons of money.
Yeah.
You know, is that something you guys try to instill in your guys' artists? Like, hey, okay, you're making this much money, like, go do something with it.
Yeah, my dad's always tried to guide them and say, hey, you're making excess amount of money. And like I said, of course, we always, like you mentioned, want to reward ourselves. If it's a car, if it's a watch, if it's a house. Because at the end of the day, they deserve it if they made that money. But, of course, you also have to think about long-term, what are you going to do with your money? Because nothing's guaranteed that you're going to make that same amount of income for the next 5 to 10, 20 years. So you have to look at stuff where it's going to be coming as now a passive income, where you're going to make that money while you sleep as well, especially for the next 15, 20, 30 plus years.
Bingo. That right there is super important. Oh, we're going to clip that part because you're right. Yeah, you're young. You're making all kinds of money. Pero en 30 años, ¿qué? Like, where are you at then?
Yeah.
So you have to be really smart, you know? And I think management and like the CEOs and the head of the companies have to instill those values in people.
Yeah, of course.
And those ideas. You know, that's why it's very important. So that's really good, man. And then, I didn't know that your pops was in construction. That's dope.
Yeah.
So then he knows all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
Which is even better. You know?
So that's
Shit.
why I said it helps. It compensates for one another. And he just actually reopened his construction company as well about a year ago. So that's why he's also wants to go balls out in real estate because at the end of the day, he wants his goals to have a certain amount of buildings in the next, let's just say 10 years where you're making that money. You have that flow of income coming no matter what happens.
So that's why he's building 36 right there.
Yeah.
Damn, fool. I need a loan. All right. Well, since you're kind of new to this, social media stuff and like being out there, being on the limelight, then we want to get to know you a little bit better, bro. What's your favorite food?
Right now, it's probably sushi or mariscos.
What kind of mariscos?
Agua chile. Like from where?
No, well, I was like, what is it like?
I
You
like agua chile.
That's what I'm saying.
ceviche.
Aguachiles.
Agua chile ceviche is probably my go. Well, I say more agua chile right now.
Have you had Cuatro Vientos?
Oh yeah, they're bomb, bro.
Hey, fool, we're on a diet, fool. Relax.
How you know? Tell me about it.
Bro, I've been going to Cuatro Vientos since I was 18 years old. And I always tell that guy, but this shit is bomb,
It is,
know? If you had to, but do you like aguas, like what's it called? Mexican aguas naturales?
I do, but I try to stay away from all the sugary stuff. So
Because it has like a pound of sugar in it.
yeah, so I just try to stick to waters for the most part.
Me too. I drink water 98% of the time. But if you went to a stand and they had agua de tamarindo or horchata, which one are you gonna go with?
Horchata.
Horchata?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I feel because I grew up on horchata. My grandma would make it for me since I was a kid, so that was always been my favorite one.
Yeah, no, I'm have to do. Finally, we're gonna disagree on something. I don't know, bro. I just think my mom never made it like that.
Okay.
So it's my mom's fault. So she didn't make. She really didn't make tamales like that, and horchata, and she didn't make certain things. So I think my favorite are the ones that, of course, she made, which was Jamaica and limon.
Okay.
And tamarindo.
Okay.
Oh, you can't go over tamarindo, bro. Like, if you had to pick between tamarindo and agua de limon or agua de tamarindo.
I still probably choose limon.
Agua de limon is fire,
Yeah.
though. You can't go wrong with it, though. So I kind of agree with you on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But sushi? Like any spot, or is there a particular spot that you like going? Because honestly,
No.
damn man. All right, I've been to Nobu, but the best Nobu is in Malibu.
I
don't know if it burned down. Did it burn down?
no.
No.
I go to one in Newport.
Is it right in the beach?
Yeah, it's right on the water.
So you could hear the.
Yeah, you can.
All right, you're gonna have to invite me there.
Sushi or sushi?
Huh?
So like,
Sushi and
I do both.
Sushi.
Yeah, I do both.
my wife, she's the one that likes sushi a lot.
Okay.
And that's why I'm a simple guy. Give me some tacos, I'm good. But her, she likes that,
Sushi.
you know? So, yeah, but I think the best Nobu is the one in Malibu. I don't know if you've been there.
I've been there, but it's too far, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Talking
And the
about
traffic
two-
sucks.
yeah.
And then after what happened,
Yeah, you're talking about 2-hour drive.
yeah. Anything else you want to add? Brother, I appreciate you taking the time, stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this because I did. And you're young, but you're very articulate, and I'm sure you're making your dad proud.
He has like something for you now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you got a gift?
Yeah, I was gonna give it to you right now. I just wanted to let you finish talking.
I said, what we got? Oh, damn! Look at Del Records with this nice. I don't know. This looks expensive, bro. A ver. Ay, güey. People have to see me with a hat, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to put it on.
I warned you guys that I look like a paisa, though. Don't I look like El Chapo, bro? Like shit. A ver, thank you. ¿Qué más?
Man, it's coming with gifts and a
Oh,
t-shirt.
yeah. I'm going to have to wear this.
That's a nice one, bro.
That's a nice one. Sorry, I can't give it to you. Oh, this is good material. Del Record's spending money, bro. These are like the tri-blend. Oh, shit. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate
thank
you, man.
bro, for having the.
Man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate everybody that stops by, takes their time to chop it up with me. I wish you guys tons of success.
Thank you, likewise.
Me saludas a tu papá, you know. I hope all is well with him. And I know that one day we'll have him, and I'm sure we're going to talk about you a lot.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm sure that he's really proud of you, bro. Because I think as a parent, like, that must feel so rewarding inside that you get to have your son run the company, you know? And I hope one day that happens for me, you know? So, my brother, appreciate you. Tons of success. Is there anything you want to promote? Tell them where to follow you. Tell them where to go get tickets for concerts or whatever.
Just follow our socials, Del Records, and my socials, Andrew WR. And thank you, bro. I just want to say thank you for having me. We appreciate it. It's an honor as well on my part. So I just want to say thank you once again.
Appreciate you, my brother.
Thank you.
Go. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our weekly episodes. Let's go, baby.